Mic check.
That's my hair.
Producers, can we get a hair and makeup check? Alright, we got new mics in the pod. These are $500, bro. These were hella expensive. All right.
They're so cute.
I wish I meant to get them. Like, I thought they were bigger because I got them on Amazon. Because I just wanted a prop mic to make it look like more like legit. But it was tiny.
It's giving like 50s studio vibes.
I know. Mic check. All right, we're starting in 5, 4.
I'ma spend the wealth even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Uncle Strib. We are here with Adilyn. How do you say your last name again?
Idais. It's in the works of being changed.
Why?
Cause fuck my last name.
What are you changing it to?
My mom's name,
Which is?
Reyes. In the works.
Adilyn Reyes. All right, well, yeah, so, changing the last name. So, let's start at the beginning. Adilyn, where are you from? How was it growing up, where you were from and things like that? Just kind of introduce the people to let them know who you are,
All right, well, I'm from San Antonio, sadly. I grew up on the Southwest. I went to Big Country, and then I kind of moved over to the North Side.
North side.
And kind of just stayed over there. That's really it. Nothing exciting. I mean, lived in Midland for like a year of my life.
So you don't like San Antonio?
No, I'm outie in a few months.
Why not? I like San Antonio.
Traffic, really?
Dude, you think okay. You've lived in San Antonio your whole life, so I guess you don't have like anything compared to. The traffic here is not that bad.
No, it is.
It's a big city. It's the 7th largest city in the country. But Nashville is not as big population-wise. Nashville traffic is 3 times worse than San Antonio traffic. I'm telling you, the traffic's not that bad.
I'm out.
Well, let's talk about that. So, first of all, congratulations. You got accepted into Ohio State University, and you got accepted for which program?
Zoology.
Zoology. So, go into your background. So, right now, what did you? Because have you officially graduated yet?
No, I have my associates, and then this year I should have my bachelor's.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 more years, then I should be completed with the zoology, because it's like kind of different. So it's like under the umbrella of being a veterinarian, but I'm only gonna be categorized under like African animals, like wildlife, kind of like a park ranger, kind of.
Okay, so your associate is in
biology.
Biology. Your bachelor's will be in zoology, and then this master's will be
veterinary medicine.
Veterinary medicine. Okay. And so what's the first of all, why?
Well, I mean, I love animals. Always have. Grew up at the zoo, basically. Every summer, every weekend. My mom kind of took me to the zoo a lot, the aquariums. So, I mean, I kind of just grew a love to helping wildlife. I mean, it's a big passion.
So, are you one of those people, you like animals more than people?
Yes, I hate people.
I know. I knew the answer to that question. It's because, so Adam and I met at Shoe Palace. And so we've known, how long has it been? Has it been a couple of years, right?
Since I quit, yeah. I think I started working there like 2021.
Has it been that long already? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, like 4 years.
Damn. That's cool. So now and you're doing you're expected to graduate this summer. Like are you walking in May? Or is it the fall that you're planning on walking?
No, the fall.
Fall, and then January, that spring, you're expected to start at Ohio. I'm curious because I don't really know anything about this field, and I'm very interested in science, like any type of science. So, like, what does it really take? So I know you have the biology, the zoology, the veterinary medicine. So, like, how much of it is like understanding animal, like anatomy, I guess, or physiology, and then how much of it is like the medicine part, you know?
I think it's really like split. I do a lot of the psychology too.
Interesting.
So I've done a lot of my psychology classes about like evolution, like just the way animals think.
Right.
Like how it differs from humans to them. And then I haven't gotten into the medicine field yet, which is supposed to be in Ohio.
Oh, that's right, because that's when the medicine,
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense.
As far, I've done my evolution. A lot of the chemistry, the background of it, just how much, like, their DNA splits into ours.
Okay. So what's the goal? Let's say you graduate from Ohio State. What's the next step?
Well, the plan is after, I really want to go to Africa and then work on, like, a reservation.
Motherland, bro.
Just like a rehabilitation camp for like a lot of the animals who get poached and stuff.
Yeah, them rhinos are going through it, taking those horns, and the elephants.
Yes, and then the freaking lions for the rugs. It's awful. So I want to be part of that. And a lot of them go out there, help,
Yeah.
Because a lot of them go after the adult animals, leave the babies and stuff, and then they rehabilitate them because obviously they're not suited to be alone right now.
Right. Interesting. And then are you planning like, so you'd be in Africa long term?
No, I think maybe for a few years, just to like make a difference. And then I really do want to go to Florida and be in like the Orlando Zoo. Love it.
So so you want to get into like the zoo industry?
Yeah, just to be like a veterinarian, basically, like a doctor for the zoo animals.
I'm not a fan of zoos.
They have a bad rap, but it's not all bad if you really think about it.
I know some of them are. I know some zoos that I'm okay with are the ones that like, some animals that are like get so injured to where they, like, I guess refugees. I don't know what the term is. Like last time I went to a zoo, I was just looking at these animals. They looked so depressed.
If you really took these animals, and
that specific
there,
zoo though. I just was looking at them. I was like, they look miserable. I just stopped going to zoos after that.
No, because when I went to the San Diego Zoo, I think like a few years back, they have just a hospital basically, and a lot of it has to do with them trying to just repopulate extinct animals.
Yeah.
Without zoos, like, let's take like the African elephant. There's only so many of them, right. And a lot of them are in zoos, and they were born in zoos. So if you take them out, they're just gonna die. They don't know how to like forage for their own food. Nothing.
So then you eventually have a whole population of domesticated elephants.
Not really, because there's still some out there. And then
right, but you're saying you're repopulating them, but you're repopulating them in captivity. Eventually, I feel like wouldn't you expect that, and then you got the whole poaching problem. Because I assume you're repopulating because they're on the verge of extinction, or they're at threat of extinction.
Well, a lot of the zoos will just not put them in like captivity. They'll like help them put in like puzzles and stuff, like what would be in the real world.
Interesting.
And then they take them and then go put them back into the world. But they also put like a little tracker in them, so they know like their roundabouts and stuff. Yeah.
I guess I'm not with aquariums either. I'm just not with any of it.
Have you been to the Corpus Aquarium?
No, I can't. The last aquarium I went to was maybe middle school, high school.
Well, they actually have an ambulance for animals. Like, you call them, and there's a dolphin stranded. They go pick it up, and they help it, and then they release it. It's like
well, those make sense, but like, if you go to an aquarium in San Antonio, none of those animals in the aquarium have any reason to be in the middle of Texas.
Are those legit aquariums, though? There's aquariums, and then there's like...
So is the San Antonio, is SeaWorld an aquarium?
I don't know, I think it's
or is it just an amusement park? Does San Antonio have an aquarium?
They have the one on like Leon Valley, but that one's like sketchy.
I've never been to
That's
it.
privately owned. Like the snake farm and stuff, it's not really like state owned, like the zoos.
Interesting. Yeah, the aquariums on the coast make sense. Those make sense to me because you get like beached animals that you can help rehabilitate, put them back out, or you get maybe some that get beached and like they're missing a whole fin, so you kind of just put them in like refugee aquariums because they wouldn't survive out there on their own. That makes sense. But having an aquarium in Nashville, Tennessee, or like
that doesn't make sense.
or like Utah or Oklahoma, like in the middle, literally the middle of the country, I'm like, all right, you had to ship these animals from the coast to the middle of the country. It just doesn't make sense to me.
No, that I agree with.
But that's cool though. Or so you can be a doctor, animal doctor. So like what I'm fascinated with is like doctors for like humans. You know, you have like neurologists that specialize in like a specific area, and then you have urologists that specialize in that area. You have you have the orthodox. You have so many different doctors, so many different fields, but they're all focused on one species, a human being. When it comes to the animals with the vet, like how it seems like it's so much because you kind of got to know a little bit, not even a little bit. You kind of got to know how each animal works, right?
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the animals categorized from one. You got
so like are
types.
Mammals like pretty much the same essentially? So it's not okay. But even then, you still got mammals, reptiles, amphibians. You got to go through all that?
Basically, yeah.
In 2 years? That seems pretty intense.
It really is. I'm excited to start it, finally be done.
And so for your vet medicine stuff, is it just going to be like are you going to be doing surgery stuff, or are you going to be more on the medicine side? Like
no, I'll be basically like all of it. So like the main doctor at the zoo, like let's say like something, they get sick, some kind of disease is going around.
Mm-hmm.
Like the bird flu. A lot of the birds in zoos will catch it just because of birds obviously flying around, going in, spread. So a lot of them have to deal with that. I mean, there's children who throw trash in there, the animals eat it, and then something happens. So it's basically just the whole shebang in one.
The eggs are so expensive because there's a bird flu epidemic with chickens. I found that out like a couple months ago.
No, when I went to the Oklahoma Zoo like a few months ago, they like had the birds under like strict quarantine with like posters of like, I'm sick with the bird flu. It was crazy.
Yeah, I looked up because I was like, there's no way the economy is making these eggs expensive. And it's not. It's okay, cool. Now, how's life been going?
Life's pretty good. Chilling, living life. 21. About to be 22 in June.
Bro, you're so young.
Hey, I'm feeling it in my hips. 22's hitting.
Get out of here. Here, keep talking. Production, let's get a camera check.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going.
I mean, life's pretty good. It's interesting. Just a lot of drama. Changing from like, I guess, retail to what I'm doing now. It's just...
Tell me about the drama. I want some tea.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm single,
So what happened with that? Because I knew you at a time where you weren't single.
Yeah. Well, thank God that's over.
It was bad?
It was bad.
Like,
never again.
Like toxic or what?
Super toxic.
Personality? Like what's going on?
Yeah, I think very toxic personality. Just I guess who somebody is and how they think and what they do.
Now wait, which one is this? Because the most recent one's not the one that I know, is it? That I've met.
Yes.
It's the same one?
I have not been in another relationship. I have been just like chilling. Literally.
Are you sure?
I have not claimed a boyfriend. I may have friends, but not boyfriends.
So the person you brought that one time was a friend?
Yes.
That was somebody else?
Yes.
Alright. Are we getting any... I mean, obviously you don't have to answer, but... how deep do you want to go in the...
Well, I mean, I'm just on the market. I'm not taking anything really seriously just because I'm leaving to Ohio.
You're still young too.
Yeah.
Like, you got time.
I think because I was taking my other relationship like really serious. You know, I wasn't cheating or nothing, and I was like,
Oh, I know.
pretty good. You know.
I remember.
And then
you come in. Oh my God, Finis. I'm like, what is it this time?
Basically, yeah. But you know what? I mean, he was cheating on me the whole time, and my dumb ass was just like, ah. But
now here's my question: what have you learned? What did this relationship teach you?
I think it taught me to like really look at signs. But I mean,
You were like ignoring red flags.
I think so.
Mm.
But I mean, I think that's kind of caused like a lot of like, I don't want to trust somebody. Like that.
Trust issues?
Yeah.
Because of what you went through?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel it's pretty normal.
I don't know. Yeah.
I got trust issues. I feel like anybody. I feel like most people have trust. I don't even want to say trust issues, because it's not really issues to initially like. I feel like especially in a relationship, you gotta earn somebody's trust. Some people start off giving you all their trust until you do something to kind of take away, and then some people, you gotta, they might give you a certain level of trust, but you gotta build that relationship to get to that full level of trust. So I don't think it's necessarily trust issues, but it just makes sense that you went through something traumatic that was terrible and toxic. You don't want to go through that again. So in your, let's say in your next one, you maybe might take things a bit more slow or slower, and you might, have like safeguards up until that person kind of proves through their actions and how they are that you kind of slowly let your guard down. I think that's how dating should be. Like, when you first meet somebody, for most people, obviously, there's the people that start off as friends and then they end up dating like down the road. But for a lot of people, when you're going that first date, y'all are strangers. You know what I'm saying?
I think in this generation too, it's kind of different. Just because with all the social media, there's more ways to cheat and hide than there used to be.
Oh, 100%. And you have access. Now you could cheat with somebody that's not in the same state. Versus back in the day, it had to be somebody in town.
Yeah, and I mean, just with all the technology to be able to hide your apps, hide photos, hide contacts and all that shit.
You can hide contacts and stuff?
Yes.
There's apps to hide that
stuff?
No,
okay, so what he taught me is you take the contact name, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you'll change it under something like so fucking random, but you know who it is.
Oh, okay. So,
and then on the text message, I didn't know because I'm not tech savvy.
Right.
But so my texts were always like, if it popped up, you can read it, right?
Yeah.
It can just say iMessage.
All right, it doesn't show who it's from.
Yeah.
Right. Mine shows who it's from when it.
And I'm like,
mine. Yeah.
Like, how even?
And then let's say they're cheating with somebody, the name could be Jamal, and you think it's just one of his buddies.
Yeah,
shit.
Oh, okay, it's just Jamal.
Okay.
And then apps too, to open an app, it scans your face. If you lock it.
Is that an app or is that built in iOS?
No, that's built in the new iOS.
What?
It's freaking insane.
I mean, I have no use for it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I did not know all that.
Yeah. So I mean, taking life slowly. I mean, and then plus my mom and my dad went through something traumatic recently too, so they've split, and I'm not talking to my dad. I haven't talked to my dad in months.
And that's why you're changing.
Yeah.
Your last name.
Yeah. He kind of just.
They officially split, or they just separated?
No, they was officially split. I think when I last saw you, they were still kind of working it out.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad cheated on my mom with a 25-year-old, basically almost my age. He's 50.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
It's disgusting. It's gross. But, and then they met online, on Instagram. Ugh.
Does she? Where did your parents when they were together? Where they lived here?
Yeah, always lived.
So was the 25-year-old? Was she from here, or lived here?
Yeah.
Was he on date? Well, I don't know if you know, but was it just straight through Instagram, or he was on dating sites and got?
Apparently, my mom's told me a lot, but apparently he's just out there. Instagram, TikTok,
He don't care. He's not even hiding it.
No.
Oh, he don't care.
No, he did not care. Like,
He's done. Yeah, he's mentally checked
yeah,
out.
so they've been, like, divorced for, like, a long-ass time.
Damn.
But I recently found out about this, like, woman, this nasty girl my age, like, recently. And it's so gross. It grosses me out so much. Like,
maybe she likes some mature.
Mature? No.
Mature.
She likes them with money.
Your dad got money? Oh.
I mean, probably not anymore. He's been spending it on freaking everything. It's crazy. But yeah, I mean, that's changed my perspective on love, too.
You can't get your head down, bro. You're young. You're young. You'll figure it out. It'll come to you. It might be down the road. You might meet your future husband. Are you? I don't know if like. Are you? Do you subscribe to marriage? Is that a thing you want?
No.
Well, you might meet your future boyfriend or whatever at Ohio State. You never know, bro.
Right?
You might meet him at a zoo.
The quarterback football.
Stop. Stop.
Hey, I mean.
You don't want to go down that road.
No, I was talking to a dude in Arizona for like a while.
No,
Football? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you were. You don't want to go down that road. You don't want to go down that road. Trust me. Especially if you're gonna be in Africa, you don't want. That's a lot. I'm telling you, long distance. I've been in 2 serious long. One was 5 years. The other was like 3.5. You do not want to do it if you don't have to. It's tough.
I don't know.
Tough, bro.
Life.
What are some goals you have for yourself?
I mean, just finishing school, really starting my career, getting my life on track.
Why is it off track?
I think just being, I don't know, I've been in a kind of a funk. I kind of just don't like where I'm at. I mean, I'm trying to better myself. I mean, like, you know, like education, just like where you are.
You picking up any, like, what are you doing to try to do that? You picking up any hobbies?
I mean, I have been running. I mean, it has helped me with my process of, like, thinking.
I do not like running.
No, I've been running.
How like, where do you go, like, running outside at a park? Or you at a gym?
No, in my neighborhood, and I'll just, like, sprint, run. You know, it really cleans my mind to, like, be able to think for the next day.
Yeah.
It's very therapeutical.
Yeah, I get that feeling in the gym, and then when I play basketball, that's the only anytime I running or cardio, it's just basketball. But have you ever gotten a runner's high? Like a legit runner's high?
I don't think so.
Oh, do you? Every now and then, not even every now and then. I started to get to the point where I get them a lot more often. I had a legit runner's high when I was playing basketball 2 weeks ago. Dude, it was like, it's when you catch your second wind. So I played like a couple games, I'm kind of tired, and I'm standing there. I get this like rush of endorphins, and like, I was like, oh my God, I'm kind of high right now. Like I felt like in a euphoric like state of, like I was like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? Dude,
yeah.
You gotta try to experience that one time. It makes you addicted.
Just like running it all out. Like to where like I'm physically and mentally tired to where like, you know, I can sleep. Just
yeah. Oh man, oh man. Addie. What are we gonna do?
A few more months.
Are you excited to
I'm really excited. Like, I'm super excited to leave. I mean, I'm excited to put my 2 weeks in at work. I'm sad, though. I've made a lot of friends. I mean, I've met, like, there's these 2 girls that I've, like, adapted to so much. One's, like, my older sister, and then one's, like, kind of like my work mom. But they've been really there for me. And then, so I'm, like, really sad about leaving them. But then also, like, my dog, I'm sad about leaving him. But I'm excited to, like, start my new life in Ohio.
Why can't you bring your dog?
Because I'm being a dorm.
Oh. Are you living on campus?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, it seems easier.
Yeah, I guess it does seem easier. What are you going to do job-wise while you're in your master's?
I'm going to get a bartending job. I am committed.
A bartending job?
Yes.
In your job right now, currently in your field?
No.
Oh.
I work at an eye doctor. I'm not going to say where,
okay,
but I work at an eye doctor.
You work next door?
Basically.
No, you don't.
No, I'm just kidding. I work down Ingram.
Oh. I was about to say, you know where you work at the Vision Works next door.
No, I work at an eye doctor, but it's like kind of down that way. Next to Ingram.
Yeah.
But I'm there, and I love it. They've been so sweet to me. I love the doctors there. They're so nice. I've really adapted to everything. It's not my field, and I'm not a people person, but you know, it's really taught me stuff.
What has it taught you?
It's taught me how to communicate with people, especially angry people.
What, people go to the eye doctor angry?
They are always mad. In the last 2 weeks, like, I feel like people just been on, like, a strike of anger. It's a lot of old people that go to doctors. You gotta remember that. And these old people just, like, are done. They don't want to be there. They just want to be at home.
It's because of the tariffs.
Stop.
Hey, there's the tariffs and these eggs are overpriced. That's why they're mad. No, that's interesting. But, I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense then. But why bartending?
I think that's where the money's at. I mean, think about it. I'm a girl. Okay. I'm gonna be in Ohio.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty, right? So, I mean, I think I got the money down.
Do you have any bartending experience?
No. Hey, I used to work at Starbucks, remember? I feel like if I can do it with coffee, I can do it with alcohol.
I don't think that's the same.
I think it can be.
I don't know.
Hey, I never worked at an eye doctor before.
Yeah, but you, I assume you work front desk. I assume you're not working with the actual patients.
No.
Yeah, it's different. But, I mean, hey man, if you can figure, like, do you know, I mean, what level bartender are we talking? Are we talking like Applebee's?
I'm thinking like a bar. Not like a club, because I can't freaking do loudness.
Like what are we talking, like Twin Peaks?
Well, no. Something respectable.
Like just a bar?
Like, yeah, like a bar, like Stouts.
Who?
Have you not been to Stouts? Like something like that. Like
I don't go out.
Low-key chill bar.
Applebee's is not a bar?
I don't think so. I think that's a restaurant. I think there's a bar in Applebee's.
The bar is also a restaurant. They serve food at bars, right?
I guess, but it's not like tables where you go to eat.
Oh, so like the thing is just a bar?
Yeah.
I don't go out enough. I don't know. I don't drink, so I don't ever go to bars.
Shit. I mean, I've been drinking a lot.
Well,
like, a lot since 21 hit. Like,
well, yeah, you don't have to go out of your way, huh?
Like, die.
That's, well, where's that coming from?
I don't know. Hey,
Let's
I
get to the
haven't
bottom of
just
this, right?
drinking.
Like, how many days a week?
No, it's not like crazy.
How many days a week?
I don't know. I think the weekends.
Every weekend?
Yeah.
Like Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yeah. Well, not Sunday.
Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, because I mean, I work Monday through Friday.
I guess Friday, Saturday's not bad. I mean, that's a lot to me every weekend, but as somebody that doesn't drink at all.
I mean,
Are you getting like how far is it? Are you not remembering the night every Friday, Saturday?
I think the last time I drank so much was my friend Jordan's birthday. That was a lot, and that's like the girl. She's kind of like my older sister that I work with. But last time, I think that's the most I've ever drank and like die. I felt like a truck hit me.
How long ago was this?
I think like a few months ago.
But so since then, you're not drinking crazy. You're
No.
just drinking to just
Yeah.
kind of relax.
You know, get a little buzz, get excited.
I mean, I can get you a buzz without drinking.
Through what? Like Nick? No.
Hey, that get you going right there.
But like, it's
I use
not,
that as pre-workout.
alcohol is just different. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's poison.
It gets you like excited.
I guess I couldn't get into it. I waited too long. I didn't drink underage, and when I got 21, When I got 21, I don't even remember if it was the day of my birthday, but I remember when I turned 21 around that time, I went to the gas station just to grab some stuff to try, because I didn't even try alcohol underage. I tried beer, I tried the low alcohol content, so like your mic's hard, like I tried all that stuff, and I just couldn't do it. And all my friends are like, it's an acquired taste. Like, dude, I don't want to have to acquire it. If I gotta force myself to drink it to start liking it, I'm just not gonna drink it.
I think I'm drinking like real fruity stuff. I mean,
Like daiquiris, what's it called?
like martinis.
Margarita.
I love martinis, like strawberry martinis, like espresso martinis.
Espresso. Look, so I didn't know what. I obviously I knew what espresso martini was. The concept of an espresso martini is crazy to me.
I mean,
you're doing a shot with caffeine. That's wild.
Okay, but listen, I drink.
And you drink them at night?
Red Bull and vodka. That is the best drink ever.
That's,
like I've drinking like eight in one night.
8?
It gets you so like hyped and drunk. But if you add like a splash of lemonade and like some strawberry syrup, it just like it blows it all the way.
Dude, first of all, your glucose is through the goddamn roof. That's crazy. Your insulin levels are spiked like a motherfucker. I think you can get away with that now. At some age, you're not gonna be able to do that.
I mean, shit. I've
8
been
Red
drinking
Bulls,
coffee in the morning, and then like 2 Red Bulls during the day.
That's not necessarily bad. Like you could do 500 milligrams of caffeine a day and be perfectly fine. 8 Red Bulls mixed with alcohol in one night is wild. In a night, not throughout the day. In a night's crazy.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
I
It's
would
just
never try
amazing.
I don't even really like Red Bulls. And then vodka. There's no way on God's green earth I'm drinking vodka. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Party life.
Maybe you should be a bartender.
I'm telling you.
Are you gonna be drinking with the customers?
Hey, probably.
All right. Give me your ideal vacation.
Well.
You get. All right. Let me set it up. I don't want to say money's not an issue because then you can. Let's say for how you're living now financially. Let's say you saved up for the year, so you can go a little bit extravagant, but I'm not gonna say unlimited money. So you have a year to save up. So however much you think that would be estimate. You get 1 week off, Monday to Monday. Ideal vacation.
I think Europe. Just
Europe?
like anywhere in Europe.
By yourself? You got friends?
Just
Solo?
by myself.
That's dangerous.
And just experiencing Europe.
Well, have you seen Taken?
Yes.
Be careful.
But like backpacking through Europe, it's just the Amazon. I mean Africa. Just like.
That's crazy.
I don't think like anything too extravagant. Something just like experiencing new, like I guess areas and history. I mean, just the way like buildings are built different in Europe than here.
Yeah, the architecture. And you go solo? You wouldn't take a BFF?
No, I want to go solo. Experience it by myself. Life's worth living alone.
Yeah, I mean, okay. You say you're single. What's your ideal first date?
I think I've always wanted to go on a picnic. Always. Like,
okay.
Just like, I don't know if it's like fairy tale or like, like those movie vibes.
No, I don't think so.
Just like, picnic, ducks.
I think it's old school, but I don't think it's like so far-fetched to just go on a picnic.
I think it would be super cute, some like tulips.
I mean, yeah, I think it's realistic. I think if you had like, let's say you were like talking to somebody or gonna go on a first date and you like mentioned you always want to go on a picnic, I think most guys would appreciate that because that's not something that's gonna cost a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, I like the simple things in life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think I've ever asked for too much. I mean, I enjoy picnics, just going out, walking downtown. Not fancy dinners or something like that. Something meaningful, like.
Yeah, it's all about the conversation, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your ideal personality? All right, here, I'll give you this. Give me your ideal guy from personality traits, physically, like height, whatever. I'm assuming, you know, build, whatever. Like, build me your template of your ideal guy.
I think
Preferred. I'm not trying to like say that this is your must-haves, but just your preference.
I mean, you know, I like white guys. Like white guys
Yep,
are just, I don't know, something. So
That's
I
your
mean,
preference.
white, and I mean, right now I really like the built abs. But I think if I was going for long term, I wouldn't look for physical. I'd look for something more like just intelligence.
Okay.
Like the way they think. I mean, obviously, I kind of like the height and stuff. But there's kind of like lust and then realistically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't like, if we're talking long term.
Yeah, give me your long term.
Long term, it would probably be somebody that'd be able to make me laugh. Like, to hold a conversation with. Somebody who's not like stupid, like who can actually like think for themselves.
Right, you don't have to like carry them around.
Yeah, and somebody who's just not like threatened by the little stuff. Cause like the whole thing of males being like, I don't know if it's all males or what, just being threatened by having like guy friends. Cause my best friend is a guy. I love him to death. I mean, I've gone through everything with him through high school. So like that's been an issue for a lot of guys.
I think it's insecurity.
Yeah. So I think somebody not insecure.
I definitely don't think it's all guys because I don't have a problem with that. My, you know, girlfriend or whatever having a guy best friend, it depends. If they've been only friends, I have no problem with it. If it's a guy friend that they've had history, that's a little bit different. I will say that. But I don't know. I don't know if it's most guys or not. But yeah, I think it's definitely some insecurity there with that going on.
Yeah. I mean, you know, somebody with 9 insecurities. I mean, I don't know if we're talking or what. I'm kind of seeing somebody. It's not like official and like, you know, like, what's the word? Like, not being able to see other people. Like
exclusive?
Yeah, there it is. I don't think it's exclusive.
It's like super early stages?
Super early.
Is
like
he Caucasian?
Yes.
Tall?
No.
Frat boy vibe?
Yes.
You definitely feel like a frat boy vibe kind of guy. That's crazy.
And
khaki
he's
shorts with the Sperry's?
No, well, no.
Not that aggressive?
Golden goose kind of, you know, preppy.
The like short sleeve button down?
No.
Okay.
But it's like super early, so I'm not putting all my money in it. He's already pissing me off.
Dang, why? What's going on?
I don't know. Just kind of like, eh.
So, how do you... So personality, when you're looking for somebody long term, right? You say somebody makes you laugh, this, that, and the third. How early in the dating process do you have those like serious conversations? Or do you ever have like for me, when I go on first dates, I let it known that I want a lot of kids. Because I know that's like a serious thing because some women don't want a lot of kids. And as the man, I'm not going to force a woman to have 5-6 kids if she doesn't want to. So I'm just going to date somebody or continue looking for someone that also wants a lot of kids. You know, I don't want to be in a situation where, because I always, it pisses me off when I'll bring it up, like usually first date, sometimes second date, if it, Jesus Christ, Siri is just eavesdropping. First date or the second date, I bring up I want a lot of kids. And then they're like, oh, well, I think I only want like 2 or 3. It's like, oh, well, I want more than 3. It's like, well, I'm not having, like, you're not going to force me to. I was like, no. Like, nobody said anything about forcing you to have kids. This just not going to work. Like, I will literally just, there's been plenty of times, even before the first date, we're talking, and I'll bring it up beforehand, and then I'll just say, oh, well, this isn't going to work. I just stop it right there. You know, like, do you have those?
I don't really think so. No, I think animals are a big thing for me. Like, if you don't like animals,
that's
I'm
the
like,
one for you?
no.
Yeah. I feel like everybody has that thing. So, like, for you, if they were like, I don't want pets.
I'd be like, well, then there's the door.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've had people who are like, I got a cat recently. So, I've had people, you know, people don't really like cats. I've had, like, people who are like, oh, no, I don't like cats. Like, okay, so then why do you want to, like, come over? Like, my cat's here. you don't want to be around the cat, or like somebody who like
Yeah.
doesn't like acknowledge my dog. Like he's there.
Oh,
Love his presence.
I don't acknowledge anybody's pets.
See, no, I like
I don't
say
know.
hello.
So the thing is, with pets, for me, pets, it's all about aura. I've noticed if you pretend like they don't exist, I feel like there's some level of like aura dominance. Like I had a friend, his name was Brock. Shout out Brock. I have no idea if he listens to this or not. But Brock Connolly, he had a very aggressive dog because his dog didn't like black people. Very aggressive. And it was I believe it was a Rottweiler. So it was a big ass dog. And so I was going over to his house to hang out, and he was like, bro, just let you know, like, my dog don't really like black people. This, that, and the third, because Brock's white. I'm like, it's cool. And when I got there, I just acted like it didn't exist. It came in barking at me. I just looked up and walked straight past it.
Stop. No.
But wait. I literally, it was like trying to like, it was like investigating, like trying to like feel me out. I literally just was talking to everybody, acting like it wasn't there. By the end of the night, he was sitting on my lap, on the couch. You know how like they lay their head on your... And Brock's like, I've never seen my dog that quickly warm up to a Negro.
Stop.
He didn't say Negro, but you know that's how I say. And I think when I do that, one, it shows them I'm coming into your territory. I'm not a threat because I'm not attacking you. I'm not making eye contact. I'm just going about my business, and they're doing all this barking. And then when they see that I'm just chill, I'm just not doing nothing crazy, I feel like they let their guard down, and I feel like I can become more, I guess, closer to them. So that's like my psychology on dogs. I act like I act like they do not exist. Until they come up to me and they want to sit in my lap, I'll let them at their own pace. Yeah, like at their pace, they'll come up and then they'll like get right here and I'll like put my arm up and then and we cooling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I be doing.
My dog doesn't like men.
I promise you, if I did my technique,
no,
it'd be
like
fine.
He does not like men. It's like serious, like drool, saliva,
that's
like
fine. I'm gonna act like he does not exist
until he bites you.
And I'm gonna just keep it moving. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck? This dude
like...
didn't even react. What is this monster?" It's all about aura, because dogs can sense when you fear them. You know what I'm saying? Like if he starts barking, I'm like this. The dog's like, "Oh, he's threatened for a reason." If he's barking, I'm just like, "Oh, what up, Addie?" And we just whatever. The dog's like, "Does he not see me? Like what's going on right now?" You know what I'm saying? I think I've tested it with every single dog I've come in contact with. I never acknowledge them off rip.
I don't know.
It's always worked against people that said their dog is super aggressive. Because Brock said his dog bites. Did not bite me once.
Yeah, my dog bites. Definitely a biter.
And then I'll bite a dog back too. I've done that before. You bite them in their ear.
Stop.
You seen that movie with the sleighs, the huskies, that movie where they're like sleigh racing? Oh my god, it's an old ass movie. You weren't even born when the movie came out. people that know what I'm talking about, that were older, they know what I'm talking about. It's just like basically they're like sled racers, and they got the huskies that pull them, and they're doing this race. There's this one dog that's like an elite dog, but it's wild. It's like untamed, and it doesn't like listen to like the masters or whatever, because it's like this like alpha dog. And so one of like the dude's like the trainer, he's like, you gotta bite the dog in the ear. Like that's what he's like they say throughout the movie, like it's so aggressive. So towards the end of the movie, they're trying to win this race. The dog's like being aggressive. He bites the dog on the ear, and the dog like tightens up. He's like, oh shit, because you have to show dominance. So I have, because of that movie, when a dog like nips at me, I will bite its ear, not hard, but I'll bite enough to where it'll like, oh shit, it'll like tighten up.
But are you doing this to big dogs or little dogs?
Either or. If any dog that nips me, I'll bite it back.
But what if it's like a big dog and then he comes for your face?
Oh, I get behind it. I don't do it head on. We say big dog. I can handle a big dog. I've been around Rottweilers, Great Danes, Pits. When they nip me, I'll grab its neck, get behind it, and I'll on its ear, get its attention.
I mean, shit, if it works for you.
Hey, man. They call me, what's his name? Caesar, the dog whisperer. What's his name?
The dog whisperer?
Yeah, what's the dude's name?
I have no
Caesar
idea.
Salon or something like that? I can't remember his name. I'm the dog biter. I got some chompers too. But like, are there any other things? Because obviously, I'm sure guys ask you, because do you still not want kids? Because I know last time I asked you that, you said you didn't.
Yeah, no.
Right, so do you, like, is that something that you come up front, like, hey, just let you know? Because most guys I know want at least a couple kids.
No, I mean, I think at my age it really doesn't come up. I mean, everybody's just living life. I think let me tell you, I think the most drastic thing somebody's ever asked me is, like, would you follow me to the ends of earth? Like, I'd be what?
That's a wild question. I get it. He's trying to basically say, like, are you a ride or die? But that's a wild way to put it.
Like, that's insane. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no.
No, that one seems a bit too upfront.
Hey, I've had some crazy ass dudes in the last month. I had a dude show up at my house with flowers and a bunch of chocolates, a bear, like a big balloon that said "I love you." Kid you not, we were not dating. We were talking for like 4 weeks. And I was like, hey, like, I kind of don't want to do this anymore.
The I love you was a bit much.
Like,
I feel like the flowers,
the
was he picking you up for a date?
No, I stopped things with him. Like, I text him, like,
oh,
hey, I don't want to do this.
And this was, and then he did that after you said that?
The morning after, outside
crazy.
The door,
That's
with
crazy.
a big balloon that said, I love you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then another dude came outside, was blowing up my phone. Like, come outside, I want to talk to you. Come outside, come outside.
You have the speaker?
No! He was sitting in his red Jeep out there waiting for me to come out. I'm on FaceTime with my friend, and we're like, bro, he's outside. Like, he is outside.
At night?
Yes, and he is, like,
right.
wanting me to come outside. Like, no. No. And this is all after I dropped them. Crazies.
Hey, it's tough out there. Yeah. That's. I was gonna say the flowers and chocolates things. I assumed he was just picking you up for a date. The I love you one was a little bit much, but I feel like for a first date, you show with chocolates and flowers. Okay, cool.
But like, after you,
yeah, that's crazy.
That's psychotic. And then, like, I got a text from a week ago from his cousin. Like, some girl texted me like, "Hey, I'm like Jose's cousin. Like, he wants to meet you at this club at 11."
Damn,
like,
he's sending his people out.
Like, and this was like months ago, and then me to get a text a week ago, basically, from a weirdo. Like, it sounded like a kidnap plan. Like, show up at 11 at this bar or this club.
Nah, see, I do my trust issues levels. I don't let them know where I live. I don't let anybody know where I live until like we're like a little.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going now. Because like,
I'm cautious, dude. That's it. I've been catfished twice.
Are you serious? How?
The first one is so bad I don't want to tell it on the pod because it was like, dude, it was crazy. But the most recent one is during COVID, and obviously I work a lot, so like I don't go out. So like the only way I meet people is through like dating apps, and you probably really use Hinge because Tinder is not even. Because I'm at that age where I'm like wanting to settle down, right? So like I was dating for intent, like serious. So I didn't have Tinder. It was pretty much just Bumble and Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
Matched with this chick on Hinge, and like her profile looks good, cool. We talking, yada yada yada. And this is a hot minute ago, right? This might be like 2019, like late, maybe 2020. Anyway, so we're talking, whatever, and she was, and it's not really a catfish because the profile is her, but she gained the COVID-60.
Stop, not the weight.
Oh.
You couldn't oversee the weight?
No, her profile picture was before COVID. All her pictures were before COVID.
Are you talking like super skinny?
No, she looked like she was good. Like she was like, she wasn't skinny. She was like fit almost, like a fit.
And then now she's like, what are we talking, like 600-pound life?
No, not that crazy. Not that crazy.
Like,
but
just a little weight.
No. Not a little, not a lot. She wasn't 600. She wasn't like like
a blob?
She wasn't like I'm gonna faint big, but she was like when I opened the door, I was like, who are you? Like I didn't even recognize her.
Stop.
Bro.
But not the weight. That can't.
No.
Maybe she was just insecure about her weight when she put the picture up.
No, because her pictures were old. And so her pictures were before COVID. She gained all the way during COVID. People were at home just eating, not being
Just eating.
Well, that's what it was. People were inside. So she gained all the weight, and she didn't update her pictures to what she looked like currently.
Probably because she was insecure. Can you blame
I
her?
don't give a... Yes, I can, actually.
But,
Yes. Bro,
gotta oversee it.
No. Not in my industry. No. Personal... No. Again, I'm not fronting her. If she's comfortable being that big, I'm happy for her. That's not what I want to get to in my life. Because I want my person or partner or girlfriend, wife, whatever... I want her to also take care of her body. She doesn't have to be like a crazy gym freak like I am, but I do want her to be somewhat active to some level of consistency, because I want that to be a lifestyle we share, right? Now, I'm not saying she wasn't about that, but obviously she stopped, right? And while I'm saying is, again, that's why I said it kind of isn't a catfish, because it was her, because I could see it, but how she looked in her profile is not how she looked at the time.
Did she at least explain what happened?
I didn't ask.
You were just like, did you at least still take her out, or you shut
Yeah.
the door?
No, yeah. We still did the date.
Oh.
No, cool person, but...
Not life partner.
Right, well, she gained so much weight, she didn't look the same.
Yeah.
Like, if you gain 10 pounds, you'd still look like Adilyn. If you gain, there's a point where you gain so much weight where, like, you're almost not recognizable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
So, like, when I first opened the door, I didn't recognize her at first. I was like... I literally stood there in silence, like, are you? And then she said her name, and I was like, oh, okay. But in my head, I'm like, she does not look like her picture. Like, you know, if you've seen, like really big people on Instagram, and they lose the weight, and they look a completely different person, it's that, but backwards. It's just flipped it's going the other direction. They look completely
That's
different.
Awful.
I'm just saying, like, at least have a current picture from what you look like right now. Because her pictures she put were like pre-COVID, like not just before COVID. Her pictures were like 5 years before COVID.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was a drastic difference.
No, I can see that, yeah.
Oh my God, dude. There was no second date, I'll tell you that. There was no second date.
Jeez.
I'm just saying, it's my preference.
Yeah, I mean,
You don't have to be like crazy fit, but I want somebody that's take care of their body.
I mean, yeah.
I want my wife to outlive me. That sounds selfish. It kind of is selfish. I don't want to bury my wife because I don't know if I can handle that. I want her to outlive me. The only way, and then the way I live, the only way you're going to outlive me is if, one, I get some freak accident, or like I get shot and killed or get hit by a car,
Oh my
some
God.
external force. Outside of that, if you're going to outlive me, you have to take care of yourself. Because I'm playing the long game. I'm working out so hard the way I do now. Because when I get 80, I want to still be able to walk around with no walker. I don't want to be in a wheelchair. I want to be able to go upstairs when I'm 80. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my bones as dense as I can possibly get them. So when I get 60, my bones are evaporating because of osteoporosis. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing the long game.
I mean, shit, you might outlive all of us.
That's the goal, but I still want my wife to outlive me, though. Hey, man. Have you ever been catfish? I'll tell you the crazy one off air. I can't tell it on air. It's crazy. Like, cops almost got involved.
There's no way.
Dude,
Oh my
it was
God.
wild, bro. I was pissed.
I mean, shit, I'd be too.
Oh, dude. No, it was crazy. Now, before we close out, I want you to give me... First of all, is there anything else that you want to talk about that you just got on your mind or on your heart before I get to the next? Okay. I want you to give me 2 pieces of advice that it's either something that resonates with you, something that somebody told you that you hung on to, or something you would tell somebody that's watching or listening. Give me 2 of them.
I think always work for what you want.
That's
like,
a good one.
Always. And then always rely on yourself.
That second one's the one. That second one's the one for real. Okay, for this last one, I always have the previous guest leave a question for my next guest. Shout out to Diary of a CEO. This is where I got that idea from. So this one is, what is the most popular hobby that you think the general public takes on?
I think eating.
That does not count.
Why?
I know. I agree.
Eating is a hobby.
I agree with you. That doesn't count. So eating doesn't count. But
you know, I think maybe cooking, baking, art.
Yes, cooking, baking, art. Not fitness. What else did we say?
Just coloring, painting, drawing.
Yes, coloring. I got a coloring book. Yes, drawing, all that good stuff. So and then I'm gonna once we wrap up here, one, I'll tell you this story real quick of the catfish, and then two, I'm gonna get the question for you to leave for the next person.
All right.
Awesome, ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Strib, Adilyn, I appreciate your time.
Of course.
All right, bet. You didn't even drink your lemonade. That's crazy.
I'm gonna chase my dreams.